Hello, this is Ray, one of the program presenters in the Atchison Planetarium at Cranbrook Institute of Science, with a look at the pre-dawn sky for the week of May 25th. When we look toward the south at 4:30 a.m., we'll see Jupiter and Saturn. Jupiter is brightest and Saturn is to the left. Mars is farther to the left in the southeast. We looked at the Big Dipper last week. There is another dipper in the sky, but it's not the Little Dipper. There are 3 stars in the handle and 4 stars in the bowl, like the Big and Little Dippers, but this other dipper is much larger and takes up 2 different constellations. Looking due east at 4:30, we'll see a diamond-shaped pattern. It's called the Great Square of Pegasus the Flying Horse. The square is the body of Pegasus and the bowl of the Great Dipper. The horse's neck and nose extend to the right, and 2 front legs point up into the sky. If this were a baseball game, the uppermost star in the square would be home plate. The star to the lower left is first base, the lowest star is second base, and the star to the upper right of second is third. The first base star is named Alpheratz. It looks like a single star, but it's a binary, or 2-star system. Alpheratz is relatively nearby, is estimated to be only 97 light-years away. Alpheratz was originally part of Pegasus, but not anymore. It was the 4th brightest star in the constellation, so it was assigned the 4th letter of the Greek alphabet and called Delta Pegasi. But in 1930, the International Astronomical Union assigned it to the nearby constellation at the left, where the handle of this giant dipper attaches to the bowl. That constellation is named Andromeda, and Alpheratz is now known as Alpha Andromedae. Let's go to the left from Alpheratz along 3 stars. This is a giant dipper's handle. The second of those 3 stars is Merak, also pronounced Mirash. If we travel upward from Merak, we'll pass a fainter star, and continuing about the same distance, we'll come to a faint fuzzy patch of light. It can be seen with the naked eye in a clear dark sky free from light pollution, but it'll be easier to spot using binoculars or a telescope. This is number 31 in Comet Hunter Messier's list of nebulae. Today we know it as the Andromeda Galaxy. At one time, the Andromeda Galaxy was called the Great Andromeda Nebula. It was believed that this fuzzy patch of light was made of glowing gases, or perhaps it was a new solar system in the process of forming. Whatever it was believed to be part of our Milky Way galaxy. In the early 20th century, telescopes were able to resolve individual stars in the nebula. That certainly put an end to the belief that it was glowing gases or a solar system, but a controversy began. Was it still a part of our Milky Way, or was it something far outside of our galaxy? Eventually, astronomer Edwin Hubble determined that the Andromeda Nebula was, indeed, a separate galaxy way beyond our Milky Way. It turned out that a lot of the so-called nebulae actually were separate galaxies as well. M31 is similar to our own Milky Way. It's a spiral galaxy like the Whirlpool galaxy we saw last week. M31 doesn't look circular like the Whirlpool galaxy because it's tilted. To the naked eye, we see it as an elongated shape about as wide as a full moon. And just like the Whirlpool galaxy that's gravitationally linked to its companion, M31 also has a companion to which is gravitationally linked. That companion is our Milky Way galaxy. M31 is getting closer and closer. For a long time it wasn't certain if we were headed for a near miss or an actual head-on encounter. Recent calculations now say a head-on encounter is unavoidable. Initial calculations indicated that 2 galaxies would pass through each other in 5 billion years. Current calculations now say 4 billion. But what's a billion years between friends? In addition to its connection to our Milky Way, M31 has 13 other satellite dwarf galaxies. The two brightest are known as M32 and M110, respectively. M32 and M110 are also known as NGC 221 and NGC 205, respectively. Charles Messier did not include M110 on his list, but he was aware of it and included it with M32 in his drawing of M31. The distance to M31 is around 2 million to 2.5 million light years. That's very close by galactic standards. It's not the closest galaxy to our Milky Way, but it is the closest spiral galaxy. It's the most distant object we can see with the unaided eye. But soon we won't see it at all, because the sun will be rising. Sunrise on the 25th is at 6:02 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. By the end of the week, on the 30th, sunrise is at 5:58. Thanks for visiting, and keep looking up.